Mo. 28 Luchi, Mimi Monroe, you better be it proper. Is it?
Can you check my live thing? It's in the
Make sure you check her live so it's coming out proper. Oi, that had me still. That was a bop. Didn't know about that. Daniel Bedingfield sample. I heard that. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, cold. You're locked into the Upset Show. If you didn't know then, now you motherfucking know. And we're inside with Ms. Mimi Monroe. Make some noise!
Woo!
I want no song can't play them tune there for real. You no better pack up on a dog gear, pack up on a tin pan song, take on a dead dog case, put it in a suitcase, and go on with them!
Boom, boom, boom. So, Miss Mimi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
How you doing? You well?
Yes.
Good, good, good. This is an opportunity for not just us to get to know you, but for everybody in Modeland to get to know you. So welcome. First and foremost, where are you from? Tell the people.
South London.
South
London in the building.
Bo. My neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Which
Wait,
part?
where are you from?
I'm from South.
South where?
Yeah.
Yeah. 777. CR7. Okay.
See it there? Where you from?
I grew up in Dulwich.
Okay, out the road.
And then I moved to Croydon.
Okay.
So I lived there for like 10 years.
Okay, cool.
And now I live in Bromley.
Oh, up, what we call that uptown grading.
Yes.
You know, uptown. Uptown. Okay, cool. That's lit. And give me a memory from your past that helped grow, that stayed with you, and helped you, that added to you being you, and the source.
A memory?
Yeah,
Does it have to be a good, does it have to be a good one?
Good or bad, contributed to, as you said, you grew up in South, you've moved a couple times.
A memory.
Yeah. What added to the Mimi Monroe-ness?
Do you know what? Yeah, when I was younger, I used to be a bit of a tomboy. So I was like always in a tracksuit.
I'm not gonna lie, apart from Lashes' birthday, man ain't never seen you in that but G-wear. You get me?
I feel like I used to ride my pedal bike to college. Like that's how G'd up I was. I used to ride my pedal bike to college.
You fight?
That's like one of those memories. I've had a few fights, but I'm not really on the fighting.
No,
thing.
I never said.
I don't like ladies fighting.
Never said that.
I'll punch someone up.
Smack something up.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. There we go. My nails are short for a reason. Cool. And where did you get your passion for music?
My parents. So my mum writes poetry. So I want to say that's where my ability to write comes from.
Don't really hear that often. It's normally like, oh yeah, my mum used to sing, or my dad used to have a sound.
My mum writes poetry.
Okay, does she still write poetry?
Yeah, she still writes poetry now.
Do you write poetry?
I used to write poetry, but I don't write poetry now. But rap's poetry, basically, isn't it?
Basically,
really.
I mean, if you wanna.
And my dad, I just grew up in the house listening to a lot of different music. So like Nas, Rakim, Eric B.
Okay.
Snoop. Who else? Eminem. Dr. Dre.
So very like 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
Very hardcore into that. So that kind of passed down onto yourself.
Yeah.
Is that what influenced you to want to do rap?
No.
No. What made you? What? Because do you know why? Because a lot of female rappers can actually sing.
Why'd you say female rappers like it's a completely different genre on its own?
Because I just landed and told you why.
Why?
Because there's a lot more female rappers that can actually sing
compared to male rappers.
Yeah.
Like what Drake sings, Tory Lanez sings.
Okay. I feel like there's a level of an imbalance, especially coming from like the era that you was like explaining that you grew up listening to. For example, Missy Elliott. A lot of people don't realize they heard her sing before they heard her rap.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't sing.
You can't sing, or you don't sing.
I can't sing.
No, really?
No, not really.
Just a car singer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Shower singer.
But what made you want to become a rapper? Was you an MC first? Do it proper.
That's a story for another day. So the birth of Mimi Monroe, I came out of a relationship and I was heartbroken and I needed to vent. I needed to get it all off my chest. So I just wrote. Obviously, I used to be poet. Do you get it?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I just wrote. I wrote, and I think I've still got the paper because I used to write on pen and paper.
I still do.
Okay, and I just
Rival
wrote.
does. Don't you, Monroe? Oh, you don't anymore? Oh, man.
You have to think about it, like when you've got to send them lyrics somewhere.
Yeah, it's long.
I'm copy and pasting. I'm not. Yeah.
I hate you.
Typing.
I hate you. I respect
Trust
it.
me.
I respect it.
And I wrote a diss track for
Him.
the guy that I was dating.
Oh, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Marvin's room.
Man.
No, it was a diss track. It wasn't.
Was it like you remember in Don't Be a Menace to South Central when she said, "And if you leave me, I'm gonna break your balls and I'm gonna spit on your face." Was it one of them ones?
It wasn't. It was like you're a dickhead. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, your man them a dick. Everyone's a dickhead.
Your
blah,
mom's
blah,
a
blah. What?
dickhead.
Yeah, your mom's a dickhead.
Your
Like,
gran's a
yeah,
dickhead.
everybody, say
What?
something.
What?
Say
What?
something.
What? Mimi Monroe.
Mimi Monroe.
Quick question. Was that the first time that you picked up the pen and pad?
Can I? It's my
You're
Fifth
alluding to
Amendment
the fact
right
that you was
to
an MC.
plead. I'm pleading the fifth. Right
Oh,
She's trying to allude to the fact she was
I'm
a
pleading
she was
the
a pretty
fifth.
bit of bad gal MC.
can't.
You can't do that in the birth of the story.
But the
It's
birth,
true.
it's the birth
We
of
in
Mimi. It's
chapter
the
one.
birth of Mimi Monroe.
So it was a part. Oh, so you wasn't Mimi Monroe when you was an MC. Is that what you're
I'm
trying to
not-
say?
I'm just saying. You asked me
She
like
was a different.
Mimi
She was.
Monroe.
She had a different name. It's a different story, but we're gonna get to the
Alright.
bottom of it. Right up. Yeah.
Can we get to the bit where we find out how you develop the idea that you want to pick up the pen and pad?
That was it. That was
it.
So that was the breakthrough.
The
diss track.
the diss track.
Okay.
And
You realize
be
that?
honest,
Did you
I've-
realize that it sounded good? Were people like, "Raw, that actually sounds cold."
yeah, I said it to my friend, and he said, "Raw, put this on an instrumental." So do you know what instrument I use? I use the game Hate It or Love It.
Okay.
So that was the
Okay.
instrumental.
Is
that
this
I
something
used.
that we can
Yeah, it's on
YouTube? Yeah.
It's on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram. Or it
Okay.
might be on my TikTok.
Yeah.
But at the time it was like I'm watching rappers that are female, and I'm saying like nobody raps like the man them. Like nobody.
They
comes
just talk like they're drug dealers. They don't rap though.
No, it's like.
You get me?
Yeah, like nobody ever, when you talk
I've
about
never-
your favorite rapper or your top 5, nobody ever mentioned, apart from Nicki Minaj, nobody ever
No,
says
I don't.
like,
I can't. I would never put Nicki Minaj over like Lauren Hill. But I'm a grown
Yeah,
ass.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a grown
But
ass
I mean,
man.
like,
Don't let the
now-
young face fool you. So I'm just saying, like, the female rappers when man was growing up. Do you understand? Foxy, Raw Digger, obviously Little Kim. Everybody knows about Little Kim.
Yeah, but I get where you're going, but
They
this
were
is,
rappers, fam.
this is
Lauren
what-
Hill.
yeah,
this
but
is-
if
this
someone
is-
asked you now,
this is what
who's
I'll
your
say
top
now,
5,
right
you're
now.
not
Now.
gonna mention them.
I wouldn't mention.
Right now,
I
there's a
wouldn't
lot
mention
of
who
rappers
them
that
gal
can
are.
out-rap
I
them
would
people
because I
there,
don't
you
really
know.
listen to these new age gal rappers. Because like
But
I
I'm
said,
not even saying females. I'm just saying if someone said, who's
Oh,
your top 5
rappers.
rappers?
yeah, I probably wouldn't. I'll be
Exactly,
real. I'll be
and that's my
100%
point.
real. I wouldn't.
But that's not a
Top
slight.
10.
That's
Some
not
of-
a slight to
some of-
women.
No, it's not.
I will say that.
It's not,
I
'cause
will,
some of them will
top
make my
10,
top 10.
There might be a woman in there
Top
Yeah,
5
but
is
the
very
fact is
limited. You gotta be
might-
selective.
might.
because
be
it's
selective.
because I feel like with any list, it's selective and
Yeah. And it's
I'm
my
just
in
going off
certain
based
places
on
in
lyrical
time.
ability.
Of lyrical ability, I would throw a name out to you, and I could say a female rapper off the top of my head. Rhapsody could be in a top 10 list with a load of people.
Give me one of
But
them explosions
but-
for Rhapsody.
once again, it is selective because
Yep.
I would have to hear another album. But the last album that I heard from her, I said raw. And then the girl that was in the I can't remember the rap group, Sid.
Yeah.
Sid's really good at rapping as well.
I
So
don't know who that is.
I can't remember the group she's from, but there's a girl called Sid. Odd Future, is it? Yeah, really
Okay.
good. She's good at rapping, but that's what I'm saying. You don't even know that female rapper. So it's very selective sometimes with music.
And that was my whole point.
Yeah,
And that's
adding to the point.
that's what made you say I'm gonna run with this thing then. And how long ago was that?
5 years, 2018.
Okay, yeah.
That's when
She went Mimi Monroe then. You was MC such
No, I
and
was
such.
at Mimi Monroe.
Oh,
That's
you
when
was
I
Mimi
dropped
Monroe,
the
okay.
freestyle.
Okay,
That's when it
cool.
was.
Yeah, no, I respect it. And well, you just answered 2 questions in one, so that's
Okay.
cool. There, you have a moniker that I've noticed. If for those who don't know what a moniker that is, you'll see it. You'll see the correct spelling come up. Moniker.
Look at him.
Yeah, no, I like fam. My man burnt herb is a little bit. You get me? So boom,
Moniker?
a moniker means an alias, and that is also known as the biologist.
Oh.
Where did this come from?
That
What
actually came from my
was it?
manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to shout out management?
Yeah. Big up GT.
Big up GT.
Big up Rio Flawless. So that's where that biologist came from.
They dubbed you the biologist
Yeah.
and you just ran with it. And what does it mean to you? What does that term mean to you? Because if the next guy come out and said, you know what, I'm the biologist, how would you feel?
Well, I wouldn't feel any type of way.
Why? Because you patterned the trend?
Yeah, I know. On every track I go hard, isn't it? Any beat you give me, I can go hard.
Big up, man.
Serious. Don't rap with Mimi Monroe. Yeah. And your influences. Obviously, you're a rapper.
Yep.
But rappers don't necessarily rap at a 70 BPM tempo. You lot can do 140, 130s as well.
Yeah.
So who is your influences? Especially because you started making music so
Late.
yes,
Yeah.
I would say that. I
Yeah.
would say that. Most artists, I was doing it from 16, where.
Five. I was 5. Yeah. So my favorite rapper is Fabulous.
Okay.
So that's where like my influence in terms of I would say rap style comes from.
What, like, so you would like that drip rap, like flawless?
No, it's the whole the metaphors, the similes. Like Fabulous always, it's like, did he really just say that? Like, how did he even think of that? That's what my influence for that comes from. But I listen to a lot of different music.
Okay.
Like some of my favorite artists like Lana Del Rey. Like
So you got an
Adele.
eclectic taste.
Yeah,
I respect
so
it, yeah.
a lot of my is from not from rap. It's from different.
Now you
music
say
that I've
Lana
listened to.
Del Rey, is that because of what you went through?
No, Lana Del Rey's hot.
Sadness.
The one song that you know of Lana Del Rey.
No, but I'm just saying.
Name another Lana Del Rey song.
She's got a
You
couple.
don't know.
I do. If you
Come
play
on.
them,
If
I'll
you
be
play
like,
them.
yeah.
No,
Play
it's
them.
not
I
because
wouldn't know the names.
it's not because of my heartbreak. You could say that. You should have said that for Adele. Me and Adele have sat in the car and cried.
Well, there we go. So you've just named 2 heartbreak artists.
No.
You're gonna tell me you listen to
Lana Del Rey is not
Leon
a heartbreak
Lewis.
artist. She's not.
Who isn't?
Lana Del Rey.
Okay.
She's not.
Okay. Cool. Say that.
Yeah.
So your influences,
Just all
you have more of an
different times that-
eclectic taste,
Yeah.
and you band them together.
Yeah.
So would you say that your influences don't necessarily drive what type of sound you're gonna make?
No, it's based off emotion or feeling.
Is that what you're more of an emotive writer?
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you. So if you was in a certain situation,
Yeah.
rather than writing about the situation, you would more elaborate on the emotion.
A bit of both.
Hmm.
But I can't write about it until I'm over it. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
So
hear
if
you.
I don't know, I get cheated on tomorrow.
we don't have to use that as an example.
Okay. Or if I don't know, if I get fired tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've lost my job. I
Mhm.
now can't afford to pay for certain things. I can't speak about that situation
While you're in
until
it.
I've processed it and I've gotten over it.
Okay.
So you might hear something like the freestyle that I dropped, Letter to My Ex. That was 2 years ago.
We're gonna get to that one.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I couldn't.
And is that the 5 year ago ex?
No, it's not even
God
him.
damn, Mimi. You moving like Tink. She always heartbroken. What's that Tink?
Yeah,
No, yeah. And talk to us about like your experiences as a female artist, especially like this 5 year run has been definitely I don't know what the word is when it is like progressive. It's been a very progressive 5 years, I believe, for yourself, especially with the opportunities that have come your way and the way you've been able to capitalize off of those and expand and blossom those and really show them what the fuck you're about, which I think is fucking sick. Yeah. Well, how has your experiences been as a female artist, especially like I said, coming in so late?
For me, I feel like if I was naked and if I rapped about my vagina, I'd be in a very different position than what I am now. Does that make sense? I feel like that's
yeah, I do. I
sex
get that.
sells. We get it. Like all girls want to say I got the best vagina in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But it's easy to write about that stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
you
wouldn't
one.
know that, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy to write about that stuff. So my experience in terms of that, it's just like a lot of setbacks for me because I feel like I write great lyrics, and it's like, so why isn't that hitting, or why isn't this person taking it in, or why aren't they talking about it, or whatever?
But definitely in a day and age where, as man said before, the morals and standards are lowered, dignity's out of the window.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's lawlessness what's going on right now. It's soullessness what's going on right now. So I definitely get that. I mean, do you have like younger siblings, or are you a parent?
No, I'm not a parent. I've got a little sister, but she's not that little. But I've got like little cousins and nieces. So
would you say like that also has an additional influence in regards to making that conscious decision? That
do you know what the biggest decision for me, the biggest decider for me?
You don't even swear like that.
I don't. I'm not a big swearer. Is my dad. I grew up in my house with my dad. So
hold tight the daddies that are still in the house.
So it's like, imagine me rapping
wow,
about
I'm the
that.
only person that clapped. Is it that? Is it big for you like that?
Well, no, everyone's daddyless.
Man,
Everyone's got daddy issues in here.
Mad thing, isn't it?
Not me. Not me.
Don't worry about me and my dad, you know.
Yeah, I feel like that's and because my dad doesn't even like the fact that I rap, and I don't even rap.
But he likes rap.
Exactly.
And you don't rap about
right. But he's just like, oh, I just don't want my daughter. Do you know what I mean? I get
the industry stuff.
I don't even know that, because I feel like I grew up and I heard my dad play Little Kim. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he's just a bit of a hypocrite. But I feel like that's mostly what it is. I think about. Do
you think it's more of a protective thing though?
I don't know. I don't think I haven't even had that conversation to ask him to be like, why don't you like the fact that I rap?
Does he acknowledge your achievements?
He's always going to support me with whatever I do, innit? So.
Well, I mean, that's the most important thing. You get me? Like, as a parent, as your dad, it's his prerogative to not have to like what you're doing, innit? Like, even if it is, and this is the thing, like, man might think, oh, but because I'm not rapping about that, or I'm not showing bits, why wouldn't you like it? Maybe I just don't like it because you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
You get me?
Yeah.
No, I hear that, man. I respect it. Old tight daddy. Whoosh. You definitely had a busy summer.
Did I?
Yeah, I feel like you did. Obviously, Ronnie Scott's. That is a very prolific spot to be able to perform at, and to be able to come in there with the style of music that you do, style of music that we do. That was definitely lit. Yeah. And then even after that, he's at the Ganja Man Festival.
Oh yeah.
As well. Talk to us about that.
Do you know what that day was?
How did that come about? What was that day? Because if you don't watch the proper video, you'll get to see vibes and that from that day. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, talk to us about.
So that was a shout out to management. They got me that booking. But you know what? That day, as lit as it looked on camera, it was. Do you remember that one day in August when it rained like torrential rain?
Was that the day you lot was at the festival?
That was the day we was at the festival, and I got a Mercedes V-Class out. Yeah, so you see the Sprint out, and I get in a Sprint. Yeah, so I've gone to get that. As I've pulled up to pick up everyone, they're saying the festival's been locked off. I'm like, are you lot for real? They're like, no, there's nothing. We've got here. There's no tents up. Nobody's here. Wow. It's crazy. Mad. And I'm like, I don't even remember where it was. It was far. It was in like the sticks or somewhere. But then it was like, okay, it's going ahead, but it's just been having to downsize. Because obviously everything was outside.
Right.
Pouring down with rain.
Yeah.
So we got there. We're in the van. We pulled up. We get stuck in the mud.
What do you mean, the van?
The van gets stuck in a big Mercedes V-Class. You know, like we're stuck in this farm in the mud. Like, and everyone's like, and I'm driving, so I look like
I'm driving the Sprinter.
I'm driving.
Wow. That's a mad thing still.
So did we get pulled out? Did we have to get pulled out? We had to get pulled out, and like it was a madness. It was the weather just but it was a good day. Like not all the artists came, but it was a good day. Like we made the most out of it. Obviously we got the video. I enjoyed the performance. I got to link up with a few people, so
and that's
always you always got to find the positives out of the negatives in it. So.
And would you prefer performing the music or actually making or the process of making and creating the music?
It's a different feeling for both. Like when I perform, there's a different level of like adrenaline and like the love that you get from people after you performed. But I go studio by myself. Like nobody's ever in my session. So writing and then be like, did I just write that? Like I'm fucking hard, innit? Like that's a different kind of feeling. But I feel like they're balanced, 50-50. I enjoy both of them.
I respect it still. And how did it? I mean, again, for this prolific 5-year run and coming up to this most recent part, how did it feel being able to open for someone like Chip, for example? Because that must have been crazy.
That was mental. Like when I got that call, I was like, huh?
And did that
like
come
Chip.
off the back of doing a freestyle
So
or
that
something?
Was,
or was that management again?
Big up Mindset Management. So these were the guys that I worked with from before.
Okay.
And they got that. So I remember I was in the studio and they've called me and they've said, yo, you're opening up for Chip. And I was like, huh? Chip? Like, are you for real? And he was like, yeah. I came off the phone and I cried. Like I cried. I was like, I didn't know how to process it, but yeah, that was amazing. Like that was obviously probably one of like the heights of my career, as I would say, and that was a really good experience. Obviously, being in Shepherd's Bush, O2, that's madness.
Mad
so,
thing. Different type of crowd.
Yeah.
Rock the roof off of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Doing it proper, and obviously you've just got two most recent joints that have obviously come out as obviously proper.
Yeah.
And you got this letter to my ex joint.
But
you
that
said
was
you made that. You made that.
So I wrote that
right
2 years ago, but that's changed like 5-6 times. I've rewritten that.
Wow, how many exes have you had?
No, it's just about one person. But you know when you listen to something, and it's like, nah, I don't know if I want to say that. Or I can't say that.
Then.
No, I'm not. Not even when it comes to things like that. But I was just like, how much do I really want to give everyone about this situation? Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
That was rewritten, but as I said, I wouldn't have released it if I weren't over it.
Yeah, I hear you. I respect it, especially like you said, if that's your process of when it comes to writing about things.
So when people are like, "Oh, get over it," like, and I'm like, "Bro, I'm over it." That's why I say
it's the Matrix. You know they're gonna talk. And what you got planned for the future? What can we look forward to?
I've got a single dropping tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
Oh!
Single dropping tomorrow. That's called "Let the Pain." Yeah, so that's dropping tomorrow. And just to be honest, I'm just focusing on releasing music. I had like a 2-year hiatus where I didn't release anything. So that's my focus right now. Okay. Releasing music, perfecting my craft, and finding my way around the matrix, as you say. Yeah.
Okay, that's so fucking wavy. As she told you, finding your way around the matrix. Where can we find you at? Where can they find you at? Where can we hear you at?
Everywhere. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Spotify, all the streaming platforms. You can find me, Mimi Monroe. That's me.
See it down there. Make sure you follow it up. Make sure you run it up. She's going to be right back with a live exclusive Upsetters freestyle. You're locked into the Upsetters show. That's Mimi Monroe. Whoosh.
Keep it locked. This is Mode London.
SRV separation confirmed. Coming up on staging the burnout of these twin solid rocket boosters at 2 minutes 5 seconds.
Yeah. Weak. And still got guys in my DMs, but the way my parents raised me, God forbid I'm ever a BMs. Put double M's on my grills, it's only right that they see M. Put Monroe on your screen, that's the only time that you're gonna see M. More time, it's no makeup, I wake up, get cake up. I'm straight up, no fake stuff, I've been eating good so my shape's up. He gave up, so I saved up in the 2-bed where I'm laid up with my feet up from the waist up. It strips too mad like a wave struck. Every time I spit these bars, can't compare me to a female rapper. The way that I switch these cars, more time I move like a detailed trapper. The rumors you hear about me ain't IVDs, it's an IC3 on ITV. The irony, cause ITV said they'd like to see what I can be on the right TV. Can't see ID, DCI can't get me to speak in a CDI. I'm off in the streets in a piece of the pie, I gotta eat. My man at home says he likes to freak, so I like to fuck and I like to speak. So he lets me scream, he grabs the cheek, so I need that pipe when I got a leak. More time I step in the track, he don't be surprised when I go and switch it. Even when I talk this gang shit, still got guys out here trying to risk it. From a little girl I didn't fit in, I got my powers from being a misfit. I ain't fazed by tits and bums, a rapper like me that's never existed. Ain't spent rack on my wrist yet, but it's only a matter of time. So when they talk like I ain't been next, I leave that chatter online. What goes around comes back around, just know that a latter replies. When these bitches jump in the booth, it's only capping their rhymes. I put on my grills just so I can get some petty. The way I whip this food up, nigga had to call me Betty. German is the whip, I drive the stick like I am Letty. I've been getting money, I spend too much on this setty. That's 2K just to sit down, bring a bitch round, she get kicked down. I'm in Pakistan with a slick gown, up in Midtown, they whiz round in the S-line with the shit down. I'm in this town and they sprint round, cause the drip drowns in my big crown. I'm 10 out of 10, every time I see my reflection. Oh shit, I done it again. I'm cute when I got no makeup, say what, tell him again. No one can take me for idiot, hear what, never again. 365, I'm on badness. 365, I'm on job. 365, I'm a 10. I'm 365, I'm your knob. 365, I'm on badness. 365, I don't play. 365, I'm a 10. 365, it's okay. Yes, Mimi Monroe, realest bitch in the game. Mode Radio, big up the upsetters each and every time, yeah.
Levels for them, below. How you mean? Large up Mimi Monroe each and every bumper clock time. You know we keep it in a Ross Clark secret. Upsetter!